Right, hello and welcome to Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress continuation of our campaign. It's been a long while since we last uploaded any videos on that, and this is the reason. The reason for that is that I restarted the campaign. We lost two explorers, and we were in a dire situation without any architects or any significant loot items and equipment that could, carry us forward. So I decided to restart it. Right. So this is a setup video. I'll introduce where we are and what we're going to do in the next episode. We're going to undertake the Stronghold. It's called the Descent. Right. I drew this one randomly from the four strongholds available, and this one I've never played Descent Stronghold. I played the others, but I heard that this is one of the toughest ones. That it can be very brutal. So the map consists of two levels: the upper level where we start, yeah, and the lower level, which we can access only when we find the stairs. And in order to find stairs, we need to search the exploration locations, which we have three of. The very first one with question mark up, face up, guarded by traitor, not traitor, by the Negavold cultists. Right, there they are, waiting for us. The second one, right there in the corner, protected by psychers. Right, this is the very first time we encounter psychers in our playthrough in this campaign. And the third one, right over here, okay, securely guarded by the Chaos Beastmen. Right, we begin in our maglev right there in the central part of the map, and we are exposed to the attacks from all directions. Before we proceed, though, let me tell you what happened over the course of us trying to get to this stronghold location. As you know, you need to not only find 4 clues to find the coordinates of the stronghold, but also beat the access route. Yeah. So the access route for this stronghold consists of 6 cards, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 6 mixed challenge and combat cards. So here they are. We actually had quite a lot of challenges, as a result of which we collected additional clues and architect. We have 8 clues, so we can try and beat another 2 strongholds as soon as we finish this one. Let's see if we're successful. Right, before we arrived here, we went through 2 expeditions. We drew 2 legacy cards, one fortress upgrade, so no escape route. The other one, heightened threat level, that boosts spindle drones and doubles their numbers. Yeah. So this is the card for Descent Stronghold and the loot that we're going to get if we're successful. Right? There you go. Okay. So let me tell you about our preparations for this encounter. That has removed the manual. Yeah. Just a helicopter view of the entire layout. There you go. That's what it looks like. I mean, this game looks absolutely fantastic on the table, especially with some climatic mats underneath them. Yeah, I was looking the other day on Etsy to get the 3D printouts, and they'll be arriving shortly. Anyways, let's talk about our preparations. We have the Traveler still available. Well, all of the ships are still available. I tried to save them for the stronghold, hoping that they would be very beneficial for us. Steed of Mathuhir, Clarion, and Kravchato, our Predator ship. so they're all available to us. Right, let's go through our heroes, our explorers. We have Thaddeus, the Purifier, healer, cleric. I think it's one of my favorite characters in all the officially available Blackstone Fortress characters, including all other expansions. like the Escalation and Ascension. Did they have any heroes in Ascension? Can't remember. Maybe they did. Yeah, anyways. So Thaddeus here, he's got a grievous wound. He was wounded in one of the combat missions. We were ambushed by reinforcements of Megavolt cultists, and they just unleashed hell on him. They inflicted 1 grievous and 3 minor wounds, all in one turn, of course, and they can do so. They are quite brutal opponents, the Megavolt cultists. He managed to heal, of course, all the minor wounds, but the grievous wound stays until the end of the expedition and until we return to the precipice. He's equipped with Hospitaller Servo Skull that allows him to remove 1 wound counter from this explorer or one that's adjacent to him, and this can happen in the recovery or event phase. So it's like a free healing every event phase. Very, very useful for the cleric. He's also learned the incantation Stun. For 1+ at the range of 3, roll the Blackstone dice for each hostile that is in range. If the roll is greater than the hostile's wounds value, the hostile suffers 1 wound and is stunned. Each hostile that is in range, right? Range 3, so very powerful incantation. So that's Thaddeus. He's still in his initial form. He's not inspired. Then we have Espern Locarno. He is inspired because in previous expedition we managed to obtain his secret agenda, and that allows him to begin the next expedition with his inspired side up. So he's buffed up, he's leveled up. He's also equipped with a plasma grenade. Range of 3, pick a hex that is visible to this explorer and in range, and put a plasma marker in that hex. Right, on a roll of 11 to 19, that explorer or hostile suffers 1 wound. On a 20+, that explorer or hostile suffers 1 grievous wound. So he just blasts everybody in sight. We can definitely use that. He also learned the incantation Death. Right, range of 3. Pick a hostile that is visible to this explorer and in range. Roll the Blackstone dice. If the roll is higher than the hostile's wounds, that hostile is slain. Very, very powerful, right? Then we're moving on to Pious Vorn. She's also equipped. Unfortunately, she's not inspired. In order for her to inspire, she needs to kill 3 enemies in 1 cleansing flames action. Well, we'll see. Maybe this will happen this time. Anyways, she's wearing the Thermoplast cloak. Exhaust this card to change a success result for a defense roll to critical success. So very powerful defense for her. She's not very good at defending, as you can see. Her defense is a D6. Then she's got the Bionic Eye, and that allows her to exhaust this card to re-roll a failed attack for this explorer. So when she's using her cleansing flames or any flamer action, she can just obliterate. This is a very powerful equipment for Pious, and it fits perfectly to her theme. Then we also managed to grab the Morgoth Burncaster. What that does, within range of 3, pick a hostile that is visible to that explorer and in range, and that hostile and all hostiles in the same hex suffer 1 grievous wound. Very strong. So we might be using that on one of the strongest enemies here, right? And then, last but not least, of course, Amalyn, Shadow Guide. She's inspired. We managed to find her secret agenda. She's got a grievous wound as well as the same situation as Thaddeus. I think she became wounded on her way here during one of the challenges. She went for some loot and fell into a trap. Right, she's got homing ammunition. Okay, exhaust this card after making an attack roll for this explorer, or to change a failed result into a success, or a success into a critical success. This attack ignores cover, so perfect for her sniping shots. And she's also has meditation beads, exhaust this card and spend 1 inspiration point to remove 1 wound counter from this explorer. So it's like a healing for, you know, for inspiration points if we manage to obtain any. Right? In order for her to inspire, she needs to, you know, the only way for her to get inspiration points is either through the event phase or, you know, by rolling lower than the HP count of the enemies that she managed to slay in one turn. Let me just quickly introduce our opponents, the new ones. Oh, sorry for the glare. Let's try and do it like this. Rogue Psyker. Right, these are tough buggers. They move 2, wounds 2. Look at their attacks, okay? Okay. Chaos Stave, and also Psychic Shield. Right, oh, sorry for the glare, I don't really know. Maybe this will be better. Yeah. So, on a 20 plus, roll the Blackstone dice each time a wound or grievous wound is suffered by a Rogue Psyker. On a 20 plus, the wound or grievous wound is negated, right? Okay, and they also have a lot of additional abilities: Annihilate, Disrupt, Empower, and Regenerate. Right? We will be going through these as soon as we activate them. We need to get rid of them as soon as possible. And funny thing is that Thaddeus here, his secret agenda is that during an expedition slay a Rogue Psyker. So we will try to slay at least one, so that Thaddeus can be inspired for the duration of this Stronghold assault. Chaos Beastmen, tough buggers, wounds 3, move 2. They are quite strong in melee, so I can't let them close in. Unfortunately, they are quite slow, so that's our only option. Yeah, to keep them at range and just, you know, destroy their numbers. Bellowing Beast and Furious Charge. Right, we'll see what they are when we get to activate them. This is their activation table. They don't have any special abilities for the moment. And also, last but not least, we will be encountering Chaos Space Marines on the lower level when we find stairs. So they're protecting our ultimate objective, which I'll tell you all about once we begin playing. So these are Chaos Space Marines. New Chaos Space Marines are on the way. They should arrive within 2 or 3 weeks. The whole pack. I decided to go for it because we will be implementing one of the custom-made expansions for Blackstone Fortress. Can't remember its name right now, but I'm already printing all the paperwork, waiting for the miniatures to arrive, because it's quite important to have more weapon options for Chaos Space Marines with that expansion. All right, so that's that. That's the setup video and introduction of our explorers before we begin playing. Yeah, there you go. Descent Stronghold attempt number 1. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the part 1 of the assault shortly. Bye bye.